What's up, everybody? This is Vick, Nalu. I'm here with Sean Hall. Sean?
Wasabi.
So today we are talking about building credit from zero. Before we get started, I want to let you guys know, contact your professionals. The following content is for informational and educational purposes only. We are not financial advisors. This is not intended to be personal, financial, or legal advice. You must consult with your own bank professionals to see if this may apply to your specific circumstances. There are inherent risks in utilizing credit that may produce different results. You must contact your own professional advisors to execute any strategies discussed.
Yo.
Everything good or what?
Everything good.
Alright. So the first card we're going to talk about is Capital One. Capital One is the very first card that I got. And there's a required security deposit. You can do $49, $99, or $200 refundable deposit based on your credit worthiness. Me, I started off with the $49. Then there's an initial credit line, make a maximum required security deposit, and you'll get an initial credit line of $200, which is exactly what happened for me. Plus, deposit more money before your account opens to get a higher credit line. Okay. It's also a personalized payment. You pick your own monthly due date and payment method. It can be check, online, or at a local branch. For me personally, I have it set up to where it'll just take the money straight out of my account. So my paycheck goes into my account. Boom, Capital One can take it from there. I also use Self-Lender. Self-Lender is great. It's really easy to get inside. Really easy to join. So you become a member. You check your credit score with credit monitoring at no cost. You have to have credit history in order to get into Self-Lender. From there, once you get in, you build. You apply for a credit builder account with a payment plan that fits your budget. I do $25 over a 2-year span, and at the end of that 2 years, I get all of that money back, and I can either put it back into Self-Lender and continue to build my credit, or I can just take that money. Your savings unlocks at the end of your term, and off of that, it'll create a credit history for you. The next one, what was that?
Yeah, so basically, I just wanted to clarify. So basically, this is a credit building loan, and mostly credit building loans, you can get it from your credit union through your local credit union or your more than likely your local credit union. But in this particular case, they do their credit building loan in a different style in that you apply for a certain amount and they take that amount, whatever amount you decide on, and they deposit it into what is called a certificate of deposit. A certificate of deposit is basically a no-touch saving account. So during the 2-year term that for that particular the 525 amount, during the 2-year term, you cannot touch that money, and so it's basically you're just paying for the loan, but you're not gonna get the money until the loan term finishes, and then you can get the money that they deposited in the certificate of deposit plus whatever the percentage yield that particular money accrued while it was in the certificate of deposit. So if you go ahead and look it up at the Self-Lender website, go ahead and look at the price of the cost. There's different admin costs for each particular account. The 525 one, I think, is at $9. I'm not too sure, but that's the initial, um, registration cost, and then you pay whatever your monthly payments are. And then what this does is it builds credit history, and it also adds to your mix of account because you're adding the loan onto credit report. So credit cards and loans and all these different factors are report differently on your account. And so if you go ahead and calculate, whatever the interest rate is for the loan, and you compare it to whatever the certificate certificate of deposit yield is, you'll see that you actually get more back than you realize. And just go ahead and do the calculations. But this is just a different type of credit builder loan in the way that self-lending does. And I kind of found that out like differently. I didn't realize that all credit builder loans aren't exactly done this way, but it should be.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good one to note down. So the next one we have was Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union. And what it is you provide a deposit amount equal to your credit line. For example, if you have 500 in your share account, you will have a 500 credit line available. But for Hawaii USA, you have to. So if you're gonna get a $500 credit line, you have to put an extra amount of money to keep the balance open within the account. It's required, so go ahead. They're really helpful when you get to the counter. You can ask all the questions you need. They'll really help you out and whatnot. The deposit, in our example, is 500. Will be held in your account as collateral for as long as you have the shared secured credit card. Held funds will continue to earn dividends. Use your card responsibly. Keep your balances low. 50% of your credit limit. That's a nice sweet spot. Make payments on time. That's really important. Since the activity on this card, like any other credit card, will be reported on your credit history, good behavior does count. So keep that in mind when you guys are doing it. Over time, by using the card responsibly, you will become eligible to convert to a traditional unsecured credit card. For me, that hasn't happened yet, but I'm in the works, And as the result of doing all of that, of having those 3 different credit lines, my Experian credit score is 649, my TransUnion is 650, and my Equifax, did I say that right?
Yeah.
Equifax is 696. I mean, it's not great. It's in the fair zone, so it's not like mind-blowing, but it's a really great number considering that I started from zero.
Yeah. How long ago did you start again?
Started a while ago. I started last year, early last year.
Last year, yeah. I mean, to have a fair credit score and you just started last year, spectacular. So the only reason why your thing isn't like super great is because the credit age is not really there. What they take is they take the average age of your accounts, and so they total up all the age of each account, and then they divide it by how much accounts you have, and then you get your average age, which accounts for about maybe 15%.
I mean, that 15% obviously has an impact on your credit score.
Yeah.
So
there's like, let me double check that. So the length of history, yeah. So there's five major factors that go into your credit report. So the number one, the biggest one is 35% of your score, and that one is your payment history, yeah. Whether you paid on time, if you missed any payments, and basically like the most major thing that you'll get is that if you miss a payment, and it depends on how long you missed the payment and how recently did the infraction occur. Because over time it'll die off, but you want to just make sure that you always keep your credit payments on time. And yours is a good idea where you go ahead and just have it deducted of your account on the date that it's due. Then the next thing is about 30% of your account is the utilization ratio, which is how much debt to credit limit you have, and it accounts for each account for each card. You want to keep it under like 30% utilization ratio. So say you have 200, you don't want to go over 60.
Right.
Just keep your balances low. If at all, zero it out. What you really want to do is keep it at zero. So the credit history, sorry, not the credit history, the payment history, your utilization ratio, then the 15% is the length of history on your account. Then another 10% goes to the credit inquiries. So usually when you apply for a type of credit, they do what is called a hard pull, and the hard pull will kind of affect your score for a little while, but it'll gradually die out over time. But the initial will probably drop your score, and then I think the last 10% is your mix of credit. Yeah?
Right.
What kind of credit do you have? Do you have revolving credit? Do you have loans? So ideally, what you want to do is have 3 major credit cards, and I mean, if you're a couple, 3 major. Well, ultimately, you should have 3 major credit cards. If you're a couple, you probably want to have 2 car loans and a mortgage on top of that, and that looks really good on top of the credit report, especially if everything is being paid on time and everything is useful. So yeah, go ahead and you can move on to that last slide, that kind of
The recap.
yeah, the recap.
Okay, yeah, so just a quick recap. We created credit history. We've opened up a credit builder self-loan account, which I personally, I think everyone should have one. Pay your bills with your credit card, and then use your bill money to pay the credit card balance. That's essentially how you want to kind of like set up your system to build your credit. And if you're interested in learning more, you want to learn more, shoot me an email at REIopportunity18@gmail.com, where you can check out Sean's page, on Facebook, Financial Ed 101. You can find the link inside inside these slides, actually. Yeah, right here. Did you wanna say anything, Sean, before we head out?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to add on to this. So, like, I mean, the main concept here is like, if you deposit your money into your checking account, use the money directly out of your checking account. Once you pay it out, that's it. It's gone. You don't have access to the money.
Right.
But if you use money out of a credit account or a revolving account and you pay it down, then you still have access to the money. Yeah? So in this particular case, what we would do is whatever bills we normally pay with our debit card, we'll go ahead and use our credit cards to pay the bills. And then whatever money that we're going to pay the bills with from our checking account, to go ahead and pay the credit card balance down. So we kind of still have access to that money, but you still have access to the money because you just transferred it over to a different account. So what the credit cards company sees as a payment, you in your mind think of as a transfer, as a transact, like that it's an account that you just transferred money into. So you never really want to touch it, but it gives a better peace of mind knowing that, hey, should there be an emergency, you have access to capital on top of your credit cards. And so that's one of the many benefits of doing it that way, because number one, if you just use your checking account, you're not building any type of credit.
Exactly.
And then number two, by using their credit and just paying it down, you show one that you need credit, and two that you're responsible with using the credit. So ultimately, credit card companies want you to carry a balance because that's where they get to charge you interest. But by using this particular method where you just buy it with your card instead of your debit, pay it down, you're building credit, and it also lets the credit card company know that perhaps the credit limit they extended you might be a bit like too little, so they'll go ahead and increase your amount. Or if it doesn't automatically happen, normally you'd wait after 6 months of good payment history with the company and then ask for a credit increase.
Bet.
So just little tips and tidbits to keep in mind. But yeah,
that's amazing. Well, that's the end of it. That was the end of our slides. I completely agree with what Sean is saying. It's also the way I set up my payments from my credit cards. Everything just comes straight out of my account. My paycheck goes into the account, so I never have to worry about being late. I never have to worry about not making a payment on time. And because I'm not treating the credit as if it's extra money, I'll never have to worry about not being able to pay for it. So, and I'm using bills that I already have for my credit card to pay. So there goes the utilization right there, So it really works out when you create that system and really put it into play. But like I said in the beginning, you gotta check with your professionals first. Don't just fall up on us. Do your homework on your end as well. But that's it. Thanks for coming out, you guys. Mahalos for being out here with us today. Sean, anything last minute? Anything? Nothing?
Yeah, if you want that, in regards to credit or anything to do with finances, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us or post a comment or let us know, because then we plan on doing this weekly. We want to go ahead and bring value, and whatever knowledge we have, want to share with you. We know that this particular thing is not really something that they taught us in high school. Really, home economics should have been this, dealing with credit cards and balancing checkbooks, and instead of learning how to cook, because you can learn how to cook from mom and dad and whoever.
Ain't that right?
So look, and then on top of my page, we're looking to bump up some more episodes. We'll probably go ahead and cross post on top of here too.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Don't forget that Sean's page is on Facebook at Financial Ed 101. Go ahead and follow him, like his page. Show him some love. You guys will get a lot of great insiders on the credit game and all of that good financial loving.
So yeah, well, until next time, we're gonna pop out another episode. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. Mahalo.
Mahalo. Shoot, you guys.